Hey, what's up? This is Edem with Global Abundance LLC back with another video. Thanks for stopping in if you're new, and I always salute if you are already part of the family and subscribed. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you find value in this content that I share on this channel. We have a free VIP group where a group of real estate investors and like-minded individuals like yourself share what's working in the real estate industry, answer questions, and learn and grow as a community. So you're free to join. There's a link below in the description. On this channel, we talk all things real estate, residential and commercial, a little bit of mindset content, and some financial literacy sprinkled in. So let's get right into today's content. And that's basically how it's possible for you to sell your house in a week. Some of you have a time sensitive issue that uh, is forcing you to get out of your house quickly, right? And you don't have time to wait by listing, with an agent first, which I advise if you are going to go that route to uh, watch my video on the questions to ask a real estate agent that you are choosing to work with. But first, you got to find the right agent, list the property, and take into account all your closing costs and your commissions for you know uh, for working with that agent, and the fact that it might take a lot of time. It might not be within a week, which is I don't know what this video is about selling fast, possibly within a week. All right. When you're working with a cash buyer, it is extremely possible for that to happen for you if that's something that you need. So I'm going to kind of get into that in this video. Also, another thing to keep in mind too, if you're listing, is that the property again might not sell for a while, but also could it even expire? Or, again, if you're working with the wrong agent, you might need to terminate the contract, and you're right back to square one again. So if you need to sell fast within a week or less, uh, definitely, tap in with what I'm talking about in this video. So you are aware that you can, sell quickly. And if you didn't, um, I'm telling you that if you decide to go with the right cash buyer to sell your property directly, you can get your property sold and closed within a week. Um, you'll get a great price at closing, and you'll be able to move on and make sure the transaction is seamless and everything is working right, working with the right people. There's a lot of situations where a fast or direct offer is a better choice over a traditional listing. I've kind of pointed out a few reasons why, but people who need to sell before a specific date, uh, who don't want to deal with repairs, or who need cash right away, a direct sale is the logical way to go for you. If you need to sell fast, there's a ton of benefits working directly with a qualified investor. For example, do you need to sell for any of these reasons? You're worried about foreclosure and the bank taking your home. You are tired of being a landlord, constantly dealing with problem tenants. Uh, the house isn't big enough for your growing family. Maybe you're having kids, and or you have some family and loved ones that have moved in, and it's getting kind of cramped in there. The house is too big, and you're tired of maintaining so much space. Um, you are getting a divorce, and would appreciate a fast sale so you can move on to the next chapter. Uh, Maybe there's another investment that you like to make that is, contingent on, the sale of your current property. So, you'll have the capital to make that investment. Maybe you have tax problems that have, prevented you from selling in the past. It could be liens against the house, and you don't have, the means to clear those liens up. Maybe there's code violations plaguing the property that you don't want to have to take care of. Maybe you no longer like the neighborhood because of the way it's been built up, or um, you know the fact that it might have been become run down over the years. Maybe you have low equity and you're not sure of how to get out from up under your house. There's options for that. Maybe you're dealing with a sudden illness that has become expensive and a real burden on you. Maybe you suffered the loss of a loved one recently, unfortunately, and you don't wish to, you don't want to stay in the property any longer. Um, these are just a few, of the reasons why people want to sell their house quickly in a week. You know, um, our team can make it possible for you, no matter how difficult your situation is, or how difficult it may seem, or how quickly you need to close. So you want to get the facts, okay? Um, Before choosing how to go about selling your house, I suggest that you take a look at all of your selling options. You might assume listing your house will get you more money, but there's no guarantee that the house is going to sell for that much. Plus, when you list with a real estate agent, you'll have to continue paying the holding costs for the house. You'll also have to spend money on repairs, cleaning, staging, possibly, and marketing, etc., etc. Uh, it was all said and done, you'll owe your agent about 6% in commissions, and you know another 2 to 5% in closing costs. So, all in all, the traditional listing process, can be more expensive than you might imagine. And as a seller, you should probably expect to spend about 10% overall of the final sales price towards closing costs. Um, it's important to explore all of your selling options while being carefully taking into account all of the expenses for the different selling methods that you could choose. Uh, get an offer, okay? When you call up a company like mine or another investor, getting an offer is going to be simple. We will carefully research a property against the recent sales in the area. A good buyer will take the time to learn all about, what your selling goals are, and, when you need to move. And then, as fast as possible, our team or whoever you choose to actually work with will provide you with a stress-free, no obligation offer. Now, from there, the decision is, on you, on how you want to sell. Okay, if you accept, we'll typically be able to close on your property within 7 days. The actual day of closing is completely up to you, though. Now, with that said, you want to get your stuff ready to go. Okay, so if you accept an offer, the next thing to do is just pack up and get ready to go. Now, even though we and other investors can close on your house in only a week, we do understand that you might not be ready to move that quickly. So all you have to do is gather your items that you're keeping, and leave the rest up to us. Cash buyers will generally take care of the repairs, the cleaning, and all the items that you want to leave behind. The goal is to make the selling process as fair and convenient for you as possible to make this happen. All right. So, as you can see, the process of selling your house in only a week isn't very complicated when you work with us or another reputable investor. Um, it is very possible to get your house closed and sold in a week. Why? Because we're generally going to buy your property as is. So it's a much faster process. There's not traditional, funding and conventional loans involved because it's straight cash. So we can move quickly. Um, a, another cash buyer should be able to do the same and move very quickly. Uh, so if you are in a time sensitive issue and you need to get out of your house fast, uh, weigh your options and check around and see what's working for you. If you have any questions, you can always call me up. You can also leave comments below in the description in the comment section about any issues that you're currently facing and some of your goals as far as trying to sell your house quickly, or some of the roadblocks that you've experienced while trying to sell quickly. Okay. Um, I'd love to have a conversation with you and find out how we can, bring a solution to your problem. So I'm going to leave it here at this video. Hopefully you found this information useful. Like, share, subscribe if you did. Um, and I'll see you in the next video.